I've been getting it since a toddler. I keep dollars on my head. Been a real one is my motto. Handle my problems, I ain't scared. I put powder on my collar, cause she proud of what I said. I'm a leader, I got on follow in my footsteps like the feds. I shoot like I'm Montana, chop up bullets, make them shit. Black on black, new phantom in the backseat sipping red. Bitch, I'm from Atlanta with these hoes ready dick like big. Condo like the pharmacy, I got codeine in my fridge. My bro on a steaming stove, cooking crack like grits. Got this vibe on a tippy toe, struggling in a pit. LA live, I'm staying at the lows with this Hollywood bitch. Got a 9 and a snub nose, can't wait to let it hit. Pull up with a stick, I pull up with a stick. I pull up with a pink toe, whipping, she sucking it deep. I put some diamonds on her toes, let her hold on and don't reach. We was used to pulling kick those, you can still call it a leak. Broken can't be fixed, when the names is spent the nick. How you pull that don't make sense. I made a whole mile off an inch. I had 99 problems, I just scratch your heart to this. Got some knees and winning, solved on down my neck, cause a quarter brick. I've been getting it since a toddler, I keep dollars on my head. Been a real one is my motto, handle my problems, I ain't scared. I put powder on my collar, cause she proud of what I said. I'm a leader, I got on follow in my footsteps like the feds. I shoot like I'm Montana, chop up bullets, make them shit. Black on black, new phantom in the backseat sipping red. Bitch, I'm from Atlanta with these hoes ready dick like big. Condo like the pharmacy, I got codeine in my fridge.
Bestie, I just hit my friend, told her catch me. I'ma lick her skin, she so precious. Might not fuck again, she too messy, but hit and no flexing. Rose gold on the mess, drop 210, car game with no 10. You don't gotta, you the dough, you can hop in front of tip, boy, 9 in the vent, like by 9 and get spent. I got 2 B's on my bosses and a 30 in a bit. I know niggas better than million, still didn't tell 12 shit. I got skeletons in my closets and they scared of me and shit. Maze Margielas under the bed, screaming rock me kid. I put water on my head and she got CC. Couple ops played dead and they still got hit. I done bent lil' mama's spine, but it still ain't my kid. Only reason I use my line is cause she drank my spit. No cap.
I've been getting it since a toddler, I keep dollars on my head. Been a real one is my motto, handle my problems, I ain't scared. I put powder on my collar, cause she proud of what I said. I'm a leader, I got on follow in my footsteps like the feds. I shoot like I'm Montana, chop up bullets, make them shit. Black on black, new phantom in the backseat sipping red. Bitch, I'm from Atlanta with these hoes.
Well, Jovan, the Orioles have now lost 7 games in a row. What a fucking joke. 15-31, more than 15 games under 500. You just got swept by the Nats. I haven't seen the Nats sweep a team, let alone the Orioles, I don't think in my lifetime. I'm all for reading a good book in the off season when your fucking feet are in the sands and you don't have a baseball game to worry about. Mid-season when you got a 6 ERA, fucking lock in, buddy. Put the books down. Grab a baseball. Hit the fucking treadmill, Trevor.
Which the Cubs are a team where if you give them like a single-pronged approach, a simple approach at the plate, they can only key in on one pitch, which with Nick Abel is exactly what you have to do. They have been demolishing those pitchers every single time they see it. They ain't stopping now. I'm buying in. We're seeing a shootout.
320 feet. I could hit a ball that far. I mean, when do we normalize celebrating pop-ups? Aaron Judge, typical me guy move. Hitting a nuke there instead of just putting the ball in play. And look, he didn't make the dimensions of the park, but he decided to play in them, and that shit pisses me off.
I got too much to live, no time to forget. No chrome, yeah, I got this shit on my head. You grown, shit, no, I don't got time for this. Alone, you just want to...
What is going on, chat? Happy BTL Thursday, episode 726 piece. As always, hold the fry, joined by your 2 hosts, Krabs and Jovan, presented by Bookit Sports. Hey, Jovan, I got a question for you. You ready? If you're using a bet tracking app, what app are you using? This is a layup.
I'd think about it for about 2 seconds, and I'd say we're going to use Pickett.
Pickett. 2 words, chat, Pickett. If you're not using Pickett already, literally what are you doing? You might live under a rock like Patrick Starr. Grow up. It's the big 2-5. It's time to start listening, and it's time to download Pickett Pro or just Pickett on the App Store or Google Play. Lock in, download it, check it out, start using it. I use it every single day. Every day. 365. I'm logging on to Pickett. I'm tracking my bets. I'm seeing what's working, what's not. I'm going on the feeds. It's way less toxic than Twitter. Way nicer over there. Business. Strictly business on Pickett. Go check it out. Go check it out. W Pickett and W Hype Train. Whoa. We got a Hype Train aloof. Wow. Sure we can. Okay. Flatwoods fella getting involved. Let's go, Flatwoods. Attaboy.
Flatwoods,
Common.
Super common.
Common. Sure we can. We got Spoon Daddy lurking. Good morning, guys. Happy pre-4th. Get them grills going, and let's have a day, and let's turn these squares green. Yes, sir. Can we get a YouTube roll call? Jake Irvin, shove day. Could be the difference. Sure.
Just
Pip.
Krabs. Just bricked.
Yep. 2 words. Bricked. W peer pressure yesterday, Pip. I chirped Pip. I said, you know what? Let's leave last month in the past on the Surge stream. Get your ass up here, Pip, for some redemption. What do you know? Pip comes on, gives a great sell job, cashes on the Rangers' first 5. Next thing you know, he's rich. Pip, you're back. Back. Let's fucking go, Pip.
Love that.
We got that 2-piece to cash from Easy Puck. Took like 3 days. How did they delay so many games in tennis? What the fuck's the point? What's the point of having a schedule? Took like 3 days to cash that puppy, but you know what? We'll take it. Chat, how are we doing? Oh my God, we got so many subbies coming in. Chat is splooging.
Oh, we got splooging.
Splooging. Jovan.
Wow.
We got Mike and KC resubbing. We got Nerfy Chad coming in. Let's win for America this weekend. It's the only fucking option we have, Nerfy Chad, for America. Okay? Mid-Major coming in. Sure he can. 36-month resub. Clap it up for Mid-Major. Mid-Major. Hope you're doing well, Beast. Flatwoods fella, you're goated. Dax Picks came in and dropped sack and dropped 5 subbies right off the rip. Fresh off the presses. Let's clap it up for Dax Picks. 5 subbies from him. Are you kidding me?
Shout out to your Prescott out there.
Come on, Dak. Come on, Dak. I got Dak on my fucking dynasty team. He's about to go off this year. I can feel it. I'm a little bit worried as a man.
You're about to be a Dak guy this year.
Well, I bought stock. All right. Whoa. Who just did that? Who just did that? Who just dropped 25 subbies from the Bookit account?
Dropped 25.
Trent. No shots. 25 subbies? After you spent all your coins opening packs last night, you still got some more left over? Let's fucking go, Trent.
All those coins just down drain.
I need fucking winners badly. Well, you came to the right place. Pretty solid day yesterday. Feeling good, feeling dangerous, if I could say so myself. We started out with a KBO winner in the wee hours of the morning. 5:30 a.m. Who was there in Korea with me? I was there.
In Korea.
I was there. Round trip. In and out. Quick. Next thing you know, we go 4-0 on the Diamonds. I also want to shout out SBR. He brought up this play on the Surge stream, and my God, it was a banger. The over in the Tigers and the Nats game, that was just straight tail on SBR. And just me taking credit for it. Yep.
Love that.
But I'll give him credit now. I will. What a fucking day. What a fucking day. Jovan, run the recaps, man. We got to get those puppies moving and grooving. What do we got? You got some caps for the peeps?
Oh, we do.
That's what the cool kids call them. They call them the caps.
The caps.
All right. We got an under. Wow. I'll be honest, Jovan, you hated this play's guts. You hated this play's guts. It's okay.
I did. I hated Togano's guts. Thankfully,
it's okay.
The Orioles are bad enough. And we're bad enough.
Togano's bad. The Orioles bad. They're worse. Can we clap it up? Can we clap it up?
So bad.
They're worse.
Hashtag
worse.
thank you, Goats.
They're worse. Wow, Kershaw, MLB Live. LC, I am so mad. I did not see that fucking tweet from Trent acting like he was him, like he already had the crystal ball out. If I saw that, I would have put that less than 2.5 strikeouts, first 3 innings in every single lineup last night. Every single lineup. God, I'm so mad at myself for not being tapped.
Dude,
we got Pierre coming in. Jovan, dude.
Wow.
There's literally too many subbies to even gas up these guys. Nate Bieri coming in, dropping a 5-unit sub whale. We got Sade Whiteman. Sade. Every day coming in.
Continuous splooge.
Every single day he comes in here, Jovan. He gives out 5 subbies. He's got 5 on it. Let's go. Wow. Trent, dude, you're him. 25 subbies. You don't know how happy that makes me, bro. Pax Picks, another sneak 5-unit. Community sub whale. Let's fucking go, Pax Picks.
Sneak.
Let's fucking go, Pax Picks. Hold me accountable. Hold me accountable, Chew. Chemist is the one who told me the square was a lock. I'm not even reading the rest. Waste of time. That's on you. That's on you for listening to Chemist. I'll be honest.
Not to mention that was literally, dude, imagine if Krabs, imagine if you just saw the 2.5 line. Which
oh my God, he
actually, for
actually,
the record.
Sorry, keep going. I don't want to keep cutting you off.
No, I was just saying that they gave a square for the record. Like that was the number. I feel like if you just would have put eyes on that to start, that would have auto been a fade in every lineup.
You should have seen me. I literally jumped out of my seat when I saw Trent's tweet. It was already too late. The game started. I was fucking pissed. I was pissed. The one day I wasn't on my phone last night or yesterday afternoon in like 2 weeks. Trent, this is incredible. You guys crafted up that lineup. Chemist fat fingered it. He took the less than and he cashed. I fucking bet. If that's not the most Trent shit I've ever seen, I don't know what is.
Unbelievable.
I'll be honest. There's a chance that he did that on purpose.
There probably is. There's a slight chance.
Small chance.
Maybe a little more than a slight chance.
Pega, great fucking call. I did not know you were just fading Trent. I wish you just sacked up and told me that yesterday on the stream. Not going to lie. Not going to lie. I did not know that was a straight Trent fades. Either way, great sell job and great fucking square. He was crying all day and it ended up hitting. Well, that's probably why it hit. Because the man upstairs who likes playing cards, likes playing casino games, he's got a sick sense of humor. He probably saw that whole thing play out. Yep. Also, why are we taking Clayton Kershaw to do good things in important moments? Again, like, do we need to be reminded the guy sucks whenever shit matters? Bless his heart. Sure, he's a great guy. I respect him for playing on one team. That I fucking love about Kershaw. He's like a Ryan Zimmerman, right? Except Ryan Zimmerman in big moments comes through and he's clutch. Clayton Kershaw in big moments reeks. Absolutely reeks. Every single time. Not even half the time. Not even 7 or 8 out of 10, Jovan. Like legitimately every time in the playoffs. And anytime something matters, any sort of milestone, the guy sucks. He sucks. I'll hold him accountable. I will. He does.
Yeah.
He does.
It's a story of every year. I don't know. If you were on the roster and not injured during last year's World Series, probably would have been a little more life for the Yanks.
Yep. Honestly, it might have hurt the Dodgers. Because every time he pitches, but in the postseason, he sucks.
He does. 3 KKs, though, is just.
That's a lot of strikeouts.
It's a lot. I think he's number 20. Love that. Yeah. Took 6 innings to get that third one against Vinny Capra, and they celebrated like they won the World Series. But
I mean, literally, they stopped the game. He was crying, hugging everybody in the dugout while they were losing. Of course, they come back and win after we tripped for that. But
I mean, yeah, I would hope so. Took a walk.
When you have the most expensive roster, in baseball history by a large margin, you better fucking come back and beat the White Sox. You better.
I'd hope.
Right? Hype train is moving and grooving, chat. I love to see it. You guys don't know how hype I am seeing a hype train level 6. Now, we don't have a lot of time. Oh, there we go. Alex F. just bought some more time. Actually, he didn't. He just moved the hype train. We got 30 seconds. 30 seconds on the hype train. Keep that puppy moving and grooving. Alex, you are him. I appreciate you, Alex, coming in, resubbing. You're a fucking goat, dude. Seriously. Real quick, I do want to gas up all the goats who resubbed one more time. I'm going to shout you out because you guys deserve it. Alex F., Nate Bieri, Sade Whiteman, Trent coming in, dropping hammer, 25 subbies. Jesus. Pax Picks coming in, Mike and KC. Mike, go to the PL All-Star game this weekend. It's in your city. Wow. Murphy Chads, Mid-Major, Flatwoods Fellas, Pax Picks, and Sade fucking Whiteman coming in for round 2. Are you kidding me, Sade? William Wagers coming in, dropping a 5-unit whale. We got Kobe coming in, dropping a subby.
So many bustos.
You guys are splooging. You guys want to keep the fucking hype train alive. Keep that puppy moving. Come on.
Move.
Let's go. Oh, my God.
Oh, my. DJ Fitz.
DJ Fitz, you're him. As if we didn't already know.
16 piece?
I'm not telling you something you don't already know. DJ Fitz, you're fucking him. Wow. You're him. DJ Fitz said, you know what? Hold my beer. I'm going to one-up all these people. I'm dropping 16 subbies. Big Current coming in, dropping a 5-unit whale. Come on.
Everybody get involved.
Come on. Are you kidding me?
Splooging.
DJ Fitz, bro. I can't get over it. 16 subbies, and you didn't come on Surge Stream yesterday. I was on there for 2 hours waiting for you. You were going to make me beg. I said, hit up DJ Fitz on X. Hit up his DMs. Where is he?
Trent.
I missed you yesterday, Fitz.
Nah. Trent, bro. Let's take a timeout, big dog.
That's the weirdest thing I've ever seen in the chat, and I've seen a lot of weird shit.
I've seen a lot of weird stuff in the chat too. That is just unbelievable. Thankfully, Randope and Dax Picks are gifting more subs so we can get that off the screen. Hashtag thank you, goats.
I don't know if I can just let that one go.
I don't know if I can let that one slide either. That might be one of the more egregious things I've seen from Trent.
Like, that's legitimately not even funny. That's like really weird.
Like, what are we doing?
That's really weird.
What are we doing there?
Trent, you had it and you blow it.
It's not even noon. It's still the morning here.
You had it and you blow it.
It's even earlier where he is. Like, what?
I don't know. I feel like we should just move on. But that was so weird. I don't know if I can.
Like, what sparked that?
It's 9 a.m. over there. You know, he's fucking laying in bed, being a freak. How do you have those thoughts at 9 a.m.?
9 a.m. You ain't even had coffee yet, and you're thinking about DJ Fitz. Like,
no.
No way you double down.
No. I don't want to.
Yeah, I'm out, man. I'm out.
I'm going to move on. I just tried to time out the Bookit Sports account. It won't let me because it's our fucking account. So, great. Awesome. He figured out how to hack the mainframe. Thanks for putting up the sharp report. Let's move on. That might ruin my whole fucking day.
Literally before breakfast.
That might ruin my whole fucking day. 4th of July ruined. I'm going to cancel my trip. Big Cheesy coming in, dropping 5 subs.
Big Cheesy.
Big Cheese.
Big Cheesy's Giants coming through last night.
Hype train level 9.
Goated.
Come on. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Now, will we see double digits, folks? Will we get to level 10? Who knows? We got 4 minutes to decide. We got time. Big Cheesy, you're him. Dax Picks coming in for round 2, you're him. Ron Dope coming in with a subby, you're fucking him. Him.
Goats.
Come on. 69 Nice coming in resubbing. Let's go, goats. Happy 4th. 69 Nice. Happy 4th, bro. Hope you have a great weekend. Wow, the vibes are immaculate. The vibes are immaculate. Okay? Come on. Come on. Jovan, great day yesterday, my man. We fucking killed it. Let's run it back. The vibes could not have been better. Feeling confident. Hitting bets left and right. Let's fucking run it back again today. Plain simple.
I don't want to get swept. Your straights card was just unbelievably surgical.
Yeah.
Unbelievably surgical. I feel like that first 5 under was some of your most surgical work today.
Yeah.
The first 5 over. First 5 over.
Yeah. Great day.
Goated, dude.
I'll pull it up and show you guys again. Yep. I'll do it. Great fucking day. Great fucking day. I mean, that Royals team total under made me sweat. Wouldn't have it any other way. I don't want it to be easy. You guys think I want to fucking hand out late night in the Royals? No. I know that shit's not going to be easy. I want to sweat a little bit. Right?
Wipe the sweat beads off. Sweating?
Sure. And they had some foot traffic on the bases late in that game. Even Matt Brash gave up a run. That was very rare.
Yeah.
Rare Matt Brash run. But
what was it? First inning run, last inning run, bagels in between. I'm pretty sure.
Christopher Powell, Krabs down 50 units in 2025, boasting a winning day. Again, people just make shit up. They make shit up because they're fucking jealous that they're not up here. And I'll tell you right now, I don't have time for it. I don't have fucking time for it. Chris, I hope that made your day better, bro. Straight up. I hope that made you smile because clearly you need it. Clearly you need it if you're making shit up and dropping it in the chat. How do you come in saying shit like that after we're gassing up all these free winners we give out from the show yesterday? Like, you have to have screws legitimately loose in your brain. Legitimately loose in brain. I don't get it. Oh, what a fucking weirdo. We got some subbies coming in. Nate Bieri bringing the vibes back. Sure he can. Sure he can. Let's fucking go, chat. The YouTube chat is pumping right now.
Pip coming through.
Sorry, I just had to block that guy because we don't want that guy in the community. That guy's a loser. And we're all in this together. We give out the winners for free. We work our butts off to give you guys winners and give you guys the best content by far. I don't have time for it. I don't have time for it. I don't. Pip coming in with 5 subbies. Let's fucking go, Pip.
Let's go, Pip.
What a babe. Pip, dude. You're back. You're absolutely back. Okay? All right. Let's move. Let's groove. Come on. Come on. Had the Dodgers -1.5 and the under 8.5 in the game. Only outcome I could have had was 5-4 Dodgers win. Go check the score. Okay. Trent, let's talk about the plays for today. Let's lock in. All right? Jovan, before we get to the Sharp Report, and we're about to in a second,
Right.
I did get a pack of PLL cards, and I would not mind ripping these puppies open and seeing if we struck gold. Right?
Wow.
PLL
Some
field side pack. Debut, brand release, 6 cards per pack. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, full screen, W's. Yeah, PLL is fucking goated for sending us this shit. Let me open it up and see if we won anything. Let's see if we struck gold. Ideally, obviously a Ryder Garnsey signed card would be fucking sick, but, you know, one of the new guys, like a TJ Malone signed cards, would be incredible. That guy might be the best player in the league right now. Or any of my goalie goats, right? Brendan Krabs, Blaze Reardon, who, by the way, Blaze Reardon played the last week's game with a finger, he said, in the shape of a Z. It was bent in the shape of a Z because he took one off the fucking hand, stayed in the game. Blaze Reardon is him. People don't talk about it enough. He's him. That'd be a sick card to pull in here. All right. Let's check it out. Pack's not open yet. They make these impossible to open. Like legitimately impossible to open. Okay. What do we got? Zed Williams, who, by the way, got traded to the Water Dogs and is hurt. That's why I don't leave Maryland. Sure. Connor Kelly. Haven't heard his name all season. Used to be the 2-point specialist. 2-point specialist for the Water Dogs, but I've not heard him do anything yet this season. Brett Maker. Somebody call Mikey, get him on the line. Solid young stud. Beast. Zach Geedes on the Chaos. Or sorry, the Chaos.
Zach
People
Edey.
forget the Chaos. Not Zach Eady. Zach Geedes. Okay? Don't be fooled. Don't sleep on Zach Eady's. Don't sleep on the Chaos, who, by the way, just beat the fucking Cannons last week. The amount of parity in this league is unbelievable. The worst team beat the best team. That's why we love the PLL. That's why we play. Zach Geedes. How about it? Justin Anderson, a legend of the game for the Outlaws. Don't let the Outlaws get hot. Might be too late. And we got one more card. Ryan Terefenko. There he is. Another Outlaw. Buy your Outlaw stock now. Take them to win the PLL championship at plus 450. I've seen enough. They're fucking goats. No autos, and that's okay. Save the autos for the kiddos. Save the autos for the fans. Okay?
Those look like
right,
horrific
I'm honestly
goals,
pretty blunt.
guys.
I'm pretty blunt.
Really bad. Really bad
pretty
goals.
blunt. Yeah. Well, Zed Williams card's kind of cool. I'll show you guys that one again. A legend of the game. This one's probably the best card I got in that pack. Right here. But he's on the Water Dogs now. Okay. Terefenko card solid, he says. All right.
Vlad Tarasenko.
Was really hoping for an auto.
It's really bad.
Was really hoping for an auto.
Really bad.
Shit. All right.
A lot of bagels.
Well, could be worse. People forget I just pulled Zach Eady. Unbelievable.
Legit Zach Edey.
All right. Let's move. Let's groove. Let's talk about some winners for today. It's about time. Natitude. Natitude.
Fresh.
Hashtag
right up there.
Natitude. First 5 plus a half. Get in, get out. Keep the bullpens out of it. Thought about taking the over in the game, but I'm going to trust my gut here. I'm going to back Jake Irvin, who, when the lights are bright, shows up 9 times out of 10 in big spots against good teams. For some reason, Jake Irvin likes to show up and show out in big moments. He's clutch, is the best way to put it. He is clutch. Give me the first 5 plus a half for the Nats. They're going to have their lefty specialist lineup for some reasons that they can't control, like K-Bert Ruiz still being hurt. Riley Adams obviously hits lefties pretty well, and he's starting to heat up as well now that he's playing every day. He'll be in the lineup. I like his chances. We're going to have Ahmed Rosario in the game as well, probably instead of Luis Garcia, who can't really hit lefties very well. Ahmed Rosario is so juicy to the over on his hits, runs, RBIs, 1.5 square. They don't even have it up on the books for a Goblin because they know it's turning green. Minus 145 to the over on the books, over 1.5 for Ahmed Rosario. He's doing yob. We pay him a solid amount of coins for moments exactly like today, facing a lefty. Go out there and do yob, Ahmed Rosario. You're probably going to be hitting fucking thirds. Go up there and clean up shop after CJ, who, by the way, nobody's talking about it. Nobody cares because it's the Nats. But Jovan, one of the hottest hitters in baseball right now, who, by the way, they just dropped a 94 diamond card for because he was so hot last month, and he's still hot right now. Go check his squares on Prize Picks. CJ fucking Abrams. Nobody says a peep about this guy anymore because of James Wood. Honestly, that's why. If anybody gets the time of day, it's him on the Nats. CJ Abrams is on fire right now. On fire. Unbelievable. And James Wood is him. I don't care if they're facing lefties. It does not matter the way they're seeing the ball right now. They're getting on base. And Ahmed Rosario will bring them in. Okay? I'm hyped for this bet. And even I know my Nats, I'm not fucking trusting our bullpen. Everybody in the bullpen besides the software salesman and besides the hokey, Brixie, pitched yesterday. So you know what that means tonight, Jovan.
Thank God we're going to see Brixie in it.
You're probably going to see Brixie, and you're probably going to see the software salesman.
That's bad.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. Ferrer instantly blew it. Ferrer might be the worst pitcher in baseball, and he's the only lefty in the bullpen. Don't get me going. Don't get me going. SBR, he's fucking terrible.
He's really,
hopefully he doesn't pitch today. Oh. Nats first 5+1/2.
Certainties.
Get involved.
Certainties.
Also, Pip, you're fucking him for dropping those 5 subbies. Jovan, tell me about this over.
Yeah, we had a little pitching change here, which is kind of why I wanted to get involved. Didn't want to fade Brian Wu, so it probably wouldn't have been the same. But Seth Lugo, who's been just absolutely unbelievable as of late, gets this Mariners team. The one part where he hasn't been unbelievable lately is he's been walking a shit ton of guys, which is a little irregular for Seth Lugo. And he's coming off a start against the Dodgers where, like, some of it's obviously intentional, pitching around some of the power hitters in that lineup. But he had 5 walks. The Dodgers didn't hit well with RISP, though, and that's been the story of a lot of Lugo's outings as of late. Now he gets a Mariners team that I think will be able to cash in because talk about it with the Royals. The Mariners are kind of the same way. Like, you make them hit. They're not a great offense. The Royals are obviously a lot worse than the Mariners in that area. But if you give the Mariners free runners in scoring position, which Lugo's done a ton as of late, and teams haven't been able to cash in, they can cash in. And I think they do today. On the other side, Logan Evans is the guy they changed from Brian Wu to pitch today. And he's a weird guy. He doesn't keep the ball on the ground very much, which I think works well for especially like one specific guy we'll talk about later. But I don't think it's a great matchup for him. I'm not a huge Logan Evans guy, period. And he's been kind of bouncing back and forth between what they want from him in this rotation. And I think he gets hit around a little bit today. We saw, these games typically go over, and the first game went over. Last night we saw bagels for the whole like middle 7 innings of the game. I think today we get some runs, which I know the totals moved up a little bit because it's Evans instead of Brian Wu, but continues to tick up a little bit, which after yesterday seems a little interesting, especially with the game being in Seattle too. So I think we get some runs. Looking up rumors.
Yeah, we got 5 subbies coming in from Bookie Robber. Let's fucking go, dude. Long time no
Shout
see.
out,
Good to see you
Bookie.
lurking in the chat, bro. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Kyle Hoove coming in resubbing as well for 25 months. Hoove. You're him.
Hoove.
Let's fucking go, Hoove.
Loaded.
Appreciate you guys. W subbies. W's.
W's.
All right.
Also,
We'll try
I
and-
guess added little nug for this game too. I think every possible high leverage guy pitched for the Mariners yesterday. So Logan Evans, I'm pulling it up as we speak, but Logan Evans is not great and doesn't give them depth. Yeah, Brash pitched yesterday. They use their whole like regular loadout to close the game. Brash, Spire, Vargas, Munoz. So I don't know who's going to pitch today, and if he gets into trouble early, they're going to have to use one of the longer relief guys. Not nearly as good.
Okay. Couple questions from the chat. They were asking who the software salesman is on the Nats. I think his name is Ludos. He's fucking dog shit. Kaprizov and somebody else, Pax Picks, I think, was talking about the Seth Lugo earn run square. Yep. Great sign for this over from Jovan. Love this play. Love this play. Bobby Witt, knock on woods, on fire right now.
On fire.
On fire again.
I got somebody else from you on the Royals, though.
Okay. We'll talk about it. And I guess we got to talk about the fucking Yankees. We should just ban them, to be honest. We should just ban the whole AL East. And our pockets would be fatter. Our pockets would be fatter. They would. And we'd probably be happier, to be honest with you. We probably should. First 5 under 4.5. Speak of the Devils, as I literally give a play in that same division.
Yeah.
Speak of the Devils.
Interdivision
First
game,
5.
Yeah. Not just one team. Both teams.
Well, just like football, interdivision games can be low scoring sometimes. We forget that because the last 2 games of the series have splooged with runs. Aaron Judge hitting home runs on pitches that just should not be thrown. Why are we throwing him hanging curveballs? He's hit so many home runs off of hanging curveballs this season. Maybe stick to the fastball or maybe go change up low. Maybe try something new. Don't try to be a fucking superhero up there on the bump. And I'll tell you what, Jovan, I'm maybe the biggest Yankee hater around. So like I could count on one hand the amount of people who hate the Yankees more than me. It's probably Dustin Pedroia. It's probably Cutter is King. It's probably me. And then right behind me at number 4, Chris Bassett. Chris Bassett hates the Yankees' guts. He hates everything they stand for. He chirps them in the media. He's not afraid to speak his mind. That's what I love about Chris Bassett. He's real. He's real. And he fucking hates the Yankees for good reason. Because they go out there and they spend money and they act like they're better than everybody else and they still don't win. It's hilarious. It's actually hilarious if you guys think about it. 16 years it's been since the best team in sports has won a World Series. You know how poorly run you got to be to not win a World Series with a top 5 salary for 16 years in a row? You got to have a lot of me guys. You got to have guys who aren't clutch. And you got to be run extremely poor. Well, that's not the only thing run poor right now in New York. It's going to be the lineup who's performing poorly in this game against Chris Bassett, who, by the way, owns the Yankees, knock on wood, in his career. He goes out there and turns into prime Max Scherzer, his buddy. Prime Max Scherzer. Every time he faces the Yankees. He takes it personally. He's not losing to those fucks. Jovan, I'm praying for you in that Yankees play, man. You're going to need a low-scoring game because Chris Bassett is not fucking around. Jack, go take a peep at his earned run square today. Tell me how that makes you feel. Makes me think he's going to pitch a fucking gem. All I got to do is pray for the Yankees' shitty pitcher to go out there and do enough. And after we've seen 1 million runs in this series so far, I simply cannot resist. I love seeing the juice on the under go from plus 100 to now minus 120. You're going to start seeing the total drop to 8. Kind of reminds me of the Orioles total from yesterday that dropped from 8.5 to 8. Give me the first 5 under. Keep the bullpens out of it. If Aaron Judge or anybody does anything in this game, it'll be when the Yankees are down, 5-0 late and Aaron Judge hits a solo shot, right? Textbook. I'm not expecting runs early in this one. I think the runs are going to come late if they do it all against these quail shit bullpens. Keep the bullpens out of this. Keep the Yankees quail shit bullpen out of this. Keep the Blue Jays bullshit, terrible bullpen out of this. And we'll just go with the first 5 under 4.5, get in, get out. Some of the quicker moving books are dropping the odds on this under already. So get it in at the best odds you can right now responsibly. Favorite play of the day, first 5 under 4.5, fading the bats in the series where there's been just an absolute splooge fest of runs.
Splooge fest. And definitely a good point about the bullpens because the entire Jays bullpen is thrown in the last 2 days. And
yep,
you would, I guess, not completely expect it because the Jays have put up more runs and put the Yanks in like a weird position the last couple of days with their starting pitchers. But Jays bullpen, I think, is objectively in a worse spot than the Yankees going into today. So I'm leaning on that a little bit, I guess, for the Yankees ML. And we're talking about the latter half of the game. But remember what I said yesterday? You were talking about fading Will Warren's Ks. And I was like, I think that's valid because I don't trust him to get the outs if the strikeouts aren't there. And the reason for that is because like him and Clark Schmidt are somewhat similar pitchers because their arsenal's a little different. But the one thing they're, I guess, much different about, like Clark Schmidt or Will Warren, just tries to overpower guys with fastballs a lot. So like if you look at a lot of his strikeouts, a majority of them are from the fastball. Clark Schmidt's not a huge strikeout guy, but he is so much better at nibbling, especially because he throws a cutter, which against a lot of these teams that don't strike out and who swing really early, like the Jays do a lot, especially recently. It's good at generating soft contact. Like Will Warren can't do that. So like he has a lot of problems with, look at like all of his heat maps with, even when he throws the sinker, it's right in the middle of the zone. And if you watched it all yesterday, everything was over the heart of the plate. Like Clark Schmidt is so much better at nibbling, and especially against righties. So I think he's going to have a pretty decent start today, and they'll kind of need that, and they'll need some depth because, again, like the bullpen could be in a lot worse spots, but you want some depth out of him. The Jays are swinging early. They're letting him nibble and generating like these weak groundouts and weak pop-ups, which I think they do. It's great for them because I think it'll help Clark go deep in the game. So I think he outduels Chris Bassett, even if Bassett pitches decently well.
Okay. Well, I think we get a good old-fashioned pitcher's duel in this one.
Yeah.
Low scoring after we've seen so many runs in the series. Let's just hope the Yankees squeak one out and get a big-time win. People forget they are no longer in first place. Well, they are, but not solo dolo. Not solo dolo. Shout out the Blue Jays.
They will be today.
Shout out your Rays. Right on their ass. Half game back. Okay? Dubs. Krabs, thoughts on my POD? Luis Ortiz K is a max. Okay. Hey, guy, I love you, man. We don't need to bring up Luis Ortiz 100 times. Bless your heart. Okay, I get it. You got caught gambling. What a fucking idiot. Honestly, like the stuff with the players gambling makes me incredibly mad because it's like you have it all, and there's like one or two things you can't do, and that's one of them. And these guys are so fucking dumb sometimes. I can't even comprehend it.
I don't understand like how you think you're going to be getting away with it at this point.
I can't even comprehend it.
It's ridiculous.
Oh, would love for Krabs to spend 2 days taking overs just to switch it up one time. See, this is why people lose money on betting on sports.
It's just Krabs and overs just don't mix. He likes the cash with no fun. It's just the way you got to do it.
I'm trying to be nice. Trying to keep my cool. Jovan, what did I tell you before the show today?
Start off a whole plat of overs, you're already in the green, analytically speaking.
Unders. Yep. Unders.
Vegas was certainly built on some overs.
If you're taking unders, you are already set up in a really good position. You're already hitting 55% right off the rip. Guys, they know what they're doing. Sports betting lines are not predictions or projections of what's going to happen. They're set to make you lose coins and take the wrong things. And if you've forgotten that, I'm not doing a good enough job of teaching you guys up. But please, if you learn one thing today, one thing, understand that unders are extremely more profitable than overs because nobody bets them. There's people that I know, I got buddies who legitimately have never taken an under in their life, and that's okay. That's okay because they're doing it for entertainment. They're doing it for fun. They're putting a couple bucks on the game. That's fine. You can do whatever you want. It's your money. It's your life. But if you want to win, you have to take unders. You have to, or else you don't have a chance. No, I'm not talking about Mikey, who, by the way, does take it under every once in a while now.
Yeah,
we talking about my friends from college.
We had that conversation a little bit ago. He's opened up.
He gets it. He's locked in. Mikey's fucking dialed right now. Yeah, he's taking unders. He's taking less thans. Okay? But if you guys want to make coins betting on sports, or if you want to make coins placing prize picks lineups, take some less thans. Take some unders. You're already in a great spot because nobody takes them. Nobody takes them. Try it out. I guarantee you there's a couple people right now in the chat that are a little bit embarrassed because they haven't taken an under or less than in months. And you know what? That's okay. Hit the reset button. Try it out. Tail my favorite play today. The first 5 under 4.5 in the Yankees in Toronto and see how it goes. See how it goes. Look at what LC's doing. She's taking the less than combo strikeouts and she's pairing them together and she's making coins. Guys, it's not rocket science. If you're taking less thans, if you're taking unders, you are already in an incredible position. I promise. I promise. I'm trying to help you guys win. It's that simple. I talk about it all the time. Do you guys want to have fun or do you want to win? Well, I have a way we could do both. Because in my opinion, winning is fun. Take some unders and take some less thans. Please.
We have the Krabs formula right here in Atlanta for our first 500.
Yes. I mean, this one is nasty. I want to give Jovan some credit too. He's like, dude, look at this fucking under. Look at the squares on Prize Picks. Look at Soriano and his earned runs allowed square. It's absurd. Look at Bryce Elder, who is atrocious. I know I came on here last week and I said Bryce Elder is that bad. You should not be backing him. Well, luckily he's going against the Angels today, so he's got a chance. He's coming off of a 9-run game, Jovan. If you look at his fucking chart, I mean, it looks like the old commercial, Singular, raising the bar. The old fucking cellular company commercial where they had those fucking bars stacked up like a graph. It looks like that. The guy's given up 4, 5, 9 runs in his last 3. It just keeps going up, keeps getting worse. 9 earned runs, Jovan. 9 earned runs against the Phillies. Are you fucking kidding me? Maybe worst start of the year. Straight up. And chat, they're putting that square up. Talk about taking a less than. Here you go. Take Bryce Elder less than 2.5 earned runs allowed. Shit, take Jose Soriano. Less than 2.5 runs allowed. Jovan, he just gave up 8 runs to the Nats. I've had really good luck taking less thans for guys on Prize Picks when they're coming off of an absolute terrible inning where they gave up like 7 or 8 runs and they had that crazy high bar up there for 8 runs in their last game or 9 runs in their last game. I've never seen a game where both starting pitchers are up there on Prize Picks, Jovan, and they've given up a combined 17 runs in their last 2 starts. It looks like the chart's messed up. It looks like it's wrong. There's probably people out there who think it's wrong. Nope, they're that bad. And they're putting both of them up for normal squares for earned runs. Are you fucking shitting me? This should be the favorite play, honestly, of the day. But it's not. I'm trusting my gut because that's worked out really well the last couple of weeks. It's the Yankee Toronto under. But this one's a close second. Angels and Braves, first 5, under 5. The quicker moving books are already down to 4.5. So get this one while it's hot. Nasty. Nasty, nasty under.
Filthy.
Maybe the nastiest of the week, to be honest with you.
Yeah. That just might be.
Yeah.
I'm in.
It's crazy, dude. I'll show you guys the fucking squares. They're disgusting. They're absolutely disgusting.
Filthy.
Let me pull up the board here for you guys. Hold on.
Get us up and moving. Up and moving. Pip talking about the Rangers and the under. Yeah, the Rangers just. Unders for that team in that park. Just unbelievable.
Singular. Raising the bar. It might be before your time, Jovan, to be honest with you. Those are some old-ass commercials.
Yep.
His fucking chart looks like Singular. It's crazy, bro. 9 runs. You don't see that every day. You might not see that every year. A starting pitcher giving up 9 runs in the big 2-5. How often do you leave a guy out there for that? It's demoralizing. Well, sometimes we forget to count the human aspect, and I guarantee you Bryce Elder has not slept once the last week.
I'll say, too, the same thing I said when you had your Gallon fade, or not fade, Gallon backing in his last start. We've been holding off for a while. We talked about holding off on Bryce Elder for that last start because he had the same nasty square up, but today it's juice to the under, unlike it was last time out.
Yep. So crazy, dude.
Yeah.
It's actually absurd. That has no business being juiced to the under. Those 2 squares have no business being up on Prize Picks, guys. You want to win some coins today? Take some less thans. There you go.
Huge.
Got a plethora of them. Got another one for you in a second here when we get to the squares.
Huge.
Okay, for now, swinging around, Jovan, you got one more straight bet, I believe? Yep.
Go
ahead.
Should have been Luis Ortiz today, but I'm kind of glad it's not because I didn't want to back him anyway. But now we get an interesting matchup with the Gabba Guards, who are effectively running out of bullpen game. Pretty sure Cantillo is going to be the starter for God knows how long. I think it's probably 3 or so innings, depending on how long they really want to use him, because he's gone out and pitched, I think, 5 innings before, but this season they've largely just kept him in the bullpen for shorter outings. But he can go for a while. Jacob Junis is available for longer relief too, and then like Gaddis and Clase are available for like the back end stuff. So it's not a bullpen game I'm all that like petrified of, especially because Cantillo is a lefty and he's been really, really tough against righties. Not that the Cubs are all righties, but when you talk about like, obviously you're scared of some of the lefties at the top when it comes to PCA. You cannot hit a lefty to save his life. Kyle Tucker's tough against any lefty or any pitcher, period. But the finishing stuff against righties has been good, which I think takes care a bit of a lot of the stuff early in the game from the bottom other guys in that lineup. So I think he has a pretty good matchup today. I'm not a Cade Horton guy at all. And I know he has some weird squares up today. I'm not really buying them because I'm not buying Cade Horton as a whole. He just throws so many fastballs. And he has like a similar problem to like some of the other guys we've talked about time and time again. Like not only is he like over 50% fastball against both sides of the plate at this point, but he doesn't locate it very well. So like when he has those outings against teams like the Guardians, where I know they strike out more this year than years past, but still like going through the top of that lineup is absolute hell for a pitcher who throws a lot of fastballs. It's kind of a problem. And to be honest with you, I think as many problems as I think the top of the lineup between like Quan and J-Ram and maybe Manzardo too are going to give him today, I think the bottom of the lineup gives him equally as much of a struggle, which you can't say against very many pitchers or for very many pitchers. But I like that today, and I'm riding with the guards plus Chick. Krabs is about to lose it, that comment.
I'm about to lose my fucking mind, dude. Jovan, I love the guards. I love the sell job. Significantly more than the Yankees won, no bias. I'm about to lose it, man.
I figured.
It's going to be okay. Look, Rome was not built in a day. Took decades, actually. Years. I'm not going to change people's minds. I'm not going to change how the way people think about betting or prize picks lineups in a day, in a week, in a year. Shit, I guess in 3 years since doing this. There's still going to be people that need some more convincing. Rico, my man, it doesn't matter if the last two in Toronto and New York went over in the last 2 games for the first 5. If it was as easy as just taking the same thing that happened the last 2 games, we'd already all be retired and Vegas would not exist, respectfully. It wouldn't. Sports are random. That's why we love it, because the same thing that happened yesterday probably isn't happened today. If it did, wouldn't be as exciting, wouldn't be as fun.
Chris Bassett, though.
Chris Bassett's going less than his 2.5 earned runs allowed. Yep. Chris Bassett.
I'm shocked you didn't get some Nerfy involvement in this one, too.
Yeah, that squares up there. Kind of weird.
Up there. Both Yerfes have hit in the series. Last night, there was obviously a 7 spot in the first inning.
Jovan, the last 2 games had a Yerfie? Doesn't that mean today the Yerfie's coming?
Must be free.
I would be the most relaxed, have so much time on my hands, could pick up some new activities. Shit, I could probably join a book club like the Nats if it was that easy, guys. I wish it was. It's not. Chris Bassett, though, is going to throw a fucking gem against the Yankees. Jovan, like he does 9 times out of 10. If you guys want to square up and take an angle that does happen in the past, I got one for you. It's in a nasty spot, though, today. It's Chris Bassett, less than 2.5 earned runs allowed. Go take a peep at that square, chat. Oh, I'll show you. Fuck it. I'll pull it up right here. How about an 8-piece in his last game? I'm telling you guys, when you see the crazy bar like this, it looks like a mistake, and you fade it, you're making coins more often than you're not. Try it. Stay a while. Get involved. Dead Larry Bird, did you know the Yankees haven't won a World Series in 16 years? 16 years. Embarrassing. You can give Judge all the regular season awards you want, man. That's a fucking joke, and you know it. It's a joke.
Really bad.
Really bad and really embarrassing. I'd be embarrassed as a fan. I'd be on edge. Chris Bassett coming off an 8 spot against the Sox. Jovan, for some reason, he's got the recipe for success against the Yankees. I genuinely think it has to do with hatred. He hates the Yankees' guts. He hates everything they stand for. Chris Bassett, a blue-collar guy. Chris Bassett, a hard worker, a Krabs guy. He is. He's a perfect guy to take down the Yankees. And I think they sweep him, I'll be honest. I do. Could there be some bias in there? Sure. But we know how baseball works. Sometimes streaks just keep on going. The Diamondbacks lost 25 games in a row one time. Not saying the Yankees are going to do that. Honestly, I'll tell you right now, there's no fucking shot they do. They got enough talent to win one game in every 10. But right now, they look like quail shit. You got the whole fucking John Boy company right now crying on the feed. Oh, what happened to my Yankees? This happens every year at this time of the season. Every year. Why expect anything different? And Chris Bassett shoves every time against the Yankees. That's not changing. It's baseball. You can lean into those narratives. He's got their number. He's got the fucking eye of the tiger up there. He's a dog. Especially against the Yanks. Because he hates their guts maybe more than I do. Chris Bassett, less than 2.5 runs allowed. The nastiest square, one of them on Prize Picks. There's a lot of nasty ones in that category today. That's up there. That's up there.
It's a dream card from Krabs here on the squares. Nats backing and Yankees fading.
We're having a day. Hope you guys don't mind. Hope you guys don't mind. Jake Irvin, more than 17.5 pitching outs. Makes a little bit of baseball sense as well, right? Obviously, the bullpen's fucking shot. Talked about the only guys who didn't pitch are Brixey, who, bless his heart, I would love to sit up here and say he's not quail shit. Worst pitcher I've ever seen. Brixey. He's got some dirt on the GM. He must have walked into the office at the wrong time and saw something because that's the only thing that makes sense to my brain. Bless his heart. Worst pitcher I've ever seen. Every time he goes in, he gives up runs. They're going to need Jake Irvin to stay out there for better or for worse today. And against the Tigers, you know he's going to show up because that's what Jake Irvin does. It's like his one cool trait or one cool perk. He shows up and pitches well against good teams. He's shoving today. He will have a longer leash. He's coming off a shorter outing. If you look at the Prize Pick square, it's fucking weird looking. It is. It's weird looking. Okay? And I thought about taking the less than walks allowed, which I also really like from Jake Irvin as well. But I'm thinking to myself, that does not correlate with this. If they have to leave him out there a little bit longer leash, God forbid he ends up walking a second guy in the 6th inning, I'm going to lose my shit. We'll just take the more than pitching outs. He'll be out there through 6. They don't have a choice today, guys. Everybody pitched yesterday that has a feasible, usable arm. Everybody pitched yesterday. They're going to have to leave him out there. And if you watch the juice on the books, and I know people are being smart, they're taking the over on the books here because they know the bullpen situation after a doubleheader. I get it. But it's good to see the odds moving as well. This morning it was minus 125 to the under on this. Now it's minus 115. Great sign. Keep on moving in the right direction. Jake Irvin, get us through 6. Get us through 6, I believe.
Need that. I think he does. I'm with you.
Yep.
The pen needs it bad.
Yeah, I mean, please, for the love of God, just leave Jake Irvin out there, man. Let him cook.
Let him cook, dude.
We don't need to see Brixey. We don't need to see software salesman Ludos. We don't. All right. What do you got, Jovan? Swing that puppy around? Sure he can.
Sure.
Yep.
Remember, I was talking about this with Junior because he has similar problems. Junior, the day we were or at the Rangers game, I guess you weren't there, but we were at the Rangers game and it was the A series and I took him to go yard. He has a serious problem. He's about to break the double play record probably before August at this rate, but he hits the ball hard, but he has a problem with hitting it straight into the ground. Jack has those same problems. And the second Junior got to face a pitcher, obviously it was in Steinbrenner and like favorable conditions, wind like going out a little bit, but he got to face a pitcher that had by far the lowest ground ball rate that he had seen all season. You got to see him and what happened. He took him 425 dead center. Jack Kaggs gets to face Logan Evans, who out of all the pitchers on the Mariners staff, I guess from the starter's perspective, far and beyond the lowest ground ball rate, and especially against the lefties, he has a problem with getting the ball in the air. It's like Kaggs not only like hits the ball hard on the ground, but at first he wasn't hitting it very hard, but he just had a streak, which ended because he had like a weak ground out, I believe, against Logan Gilbert yesterday or something. But prior to those, his last 7 ABs or last 7 balls in play were 90 plus off the bat. And he is starting to finally lift the ball now that he gets a guy in Logan Evans that, I mean, not only does he give up a ton of fly balls, gives them up really hard too, gives up a lot of hard contact, but he also loves to work the top of the zone against lefties sometimes. Remember that home run, the first home run Jack Kaggs hit, Krabs?
Absolute bomb.
Yeah, and you know where that pitch was?
Low and
right
in.
here. It's like right
It was
here.
up.
He
Okay.
tomahawked that. I don't know how. I don't know where. How he has the ability to do that, or like how that ended up being the first home run that he hit, especially in Texas, I believe it was. But he chopped that shit. So God forbid he sees the ball top of the zone, upper half of the zone. That's getting hit pretty hard. But Logan Evans just fills up the zone with a lot, and he cannot keep the ball on the ground. So I think this is perfect for Jack Kaggs. And I think he has an extra base hit at the very least in his future tonight. So I'm in on that. And then super gross square. I guess both these are pretty gross. But
yeah,
Bo Naylor, this square has been up for ages, and I have avoided looking at it once, Krabs. That was like when Corey Seager was on his run and everybody was taking his stuff and he was super red for really all season up until like the last week, and everybody was taking it. It was finally Seager Day and he was going to snap out of the funk. I left that kind of in the same realm. But Bo Naylor today gets Cade Horton, who throws more than 50% fastballs. And Bo Naylor is not a great fastball hitter, but I was talking about not only liking the guards in the game, but the lineup, like the bottom of them especially. You give them like a simple pitcher like this, I think it works out well for them. And in all of the pitchers, if you notice, he's not a great fastball hitter because he doesn't get it very often. All they do is feed him off speed, and he whiffs really putridly, I guess, every time at it. Like the second he gets a fastball, he's kind of not expecting it because a lot of these guys are just peppering him with off speed in the dirt, completely out of the zone. He's whiffing at it. Cade Horton can't really do that. Like his off speed's not incredibly competitive, but he throws so many fastballs in the zone that I think Bo Naylor's going to be able to sit on it today, which when he's able to sit on a pitch and not just try and avoid the off speed that's flailing out of the zone, he's not that bad of a hitter. He's hitting the ball much harder. So I think he snaps out of his I think he's 0 for his last 15 funk today. And I think the bottom of that lineup actually does something for the first time in what seems like years.
Bo Naylor sucks at hitting, but today he won't. That I know.
Yeah.
I'm bought in.
It's also, I was just looking at the odds for this game. Because usually Bo Naylor, he's priced like Bo Naylor in terms of like the bigger markets, but like he's a shit ton higher for a home run than I guess I usually see him relative to everywhere else. His HR is usually like a super juicy half because he's always up for this like half a base, but now he's at 1.5 and he's not terribly far off of like a normal square. He's only plus 110 I'm seeing, which is interesting again, especially compared to the whole rest of the lineup. So there's something that looks very different about today, and I think that's what it is.
I cannot be more bought in, dude. Along with this square as well.
Yeah, that one's nastier than I had even realized looking at it. But
yeah, I mean, he sucks, but today he won't. Yeah, that's the job you gave. It makes baseball sense. You got to buy stock low on some of these guys. Bo Naylor and Jack Caglione. Tonight's their night.
Yeah,
mark it down.
You got a little bump from last night when he was seeing that 3.5 too. Put eyes on that.
Could not deserve a bump less as well. Now look at him.
Yeah, doesn't happen very much.
No.
Yeah, and Billy, he's probably a good demon guy because in reality, if Kaggs does something, like I said, it's probably going to be an extra base hit. He's either going 0-4 or extra base hit, just like David Fry I thought was going to be yesterday.
Yep. You've been really dialed in reading these fantasy scores for a lot of these like lesser name guys the last couple of weeks. You called that Brady House square the other day. You've been dialed with these.
Yeah, I try to put some eyes on them every day and see where they bump and when they're a lot higher than they should be. This one's not incredibly weird because how much lower can you put them? But he got the bump, which is interesting. Not that it's very much, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. I love a good bump. Fuck CLV. I want a worse number. Not even kidding. That's legitimate comment. I stand on that. Bo Naylor, Jack Caglione, sign me up, Jovan. 2 words. Sign me up. Couple questions from the chat. Love answering some questions. Krabs, are you hosting Surge today? Unfortunately, I cannot host the Surge today. So I'm sure Trent will pick that up probably in a couple weeks when he's back. No, probably next week. All jokes aside, hopefully on Monday. Krabs, 2 Krabby bars in Ocean City right at home for you. I heard Ocean City, New Jersey is a dry town, but I think there's a couple bars we're going to right outside the city tomorrow night. So if you have any recs, Dead Larry Bird, please text me the recs. Please text me the recs. Okay, I've never been up there before. Excited to go up there. Celebrate the 4th of July. We had one other question in the chat. Can we get a PP squad ride today as well? I don't know, Sade. I feel like we just take the Sharp Report 4-man and go about our day. It's kind of what I'm feeling.
I will say, if we were to have a squad ride on PP, let's just say I'd put my foot in the ring for Cags pretty heavy.
Okay. So, yeah, we can make that the unofficial prize pick squad ride for today. Jack Caglione, more than 4 fantasy scores. Sign me up. I'm in. Chat, put that in a couple lineups responsibly. Jack Cags, doing Yob. Maybe take him in one lineup. Maybe take his demon in another lineup. Right?
Yep.
That's called diversifying the portfolio, chat. Look it up. Look it up. Let's see what demon I guess we could recommend the people really quick. Jovan, is there a demon that you'd like to take? Is it just his 1.5?
Does he have 1.5 bases up there?
He's got a 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. He's got a 1.5 TBs. It's tucked away behind the 4.5. Always love seeing that.
I would say that's probably the best one because I think it's either bagels or extra base hit in my mind.
Yep. 1.5 TBs. I'm going to put that in something as well responsibly. Little side piece. I mean, come on. Look at it.
Nasty.
It is absurd. Absurd. 1.5. And they tuck it away behind the look. They go. This comes up right when you open up the app. And then they go right to the 3.5, 2.5. They work backwards. Wonder why. They don't want you getting to that 1.5 that could actually hit.
They don't want you seeing it.
Krabs, come to UT when the PLL is in town. We're going to Chicago, Sade. We're going to Chicago and potentially, maybe the Redwoods or the Whipsnakes make the playoffs. Maybe they make the championship. I am willing to, drive up there to Philly or Jersey. I don't like going to Philly, but I'll do it. Going to Philly or Jersey for the semis or the championship. Stay posted on that. Okay.
You might have to go to Philly. Send a message. Send a message after that NFC championship.
I'll be honest, man. Not the place I want to go and send a message.
You might have to go and send a message.
Might not return. Because remember, a lot of the people around there, they don't have a lot of other stuff going on. They take it really personally and seriously. It's kind of sad.
That's why you got to go there and put your foot down.
I'm going to need to hire some sort of bodyguards or some sort of team. Or maybe get a bulletproof vest. Right? You cannot show up there in a Washington gear. You will get your ass kicked. It's actually sad. It's sad. Bro, they used to put batteries in snowballs a couple years ago and throw them at kids. Who does that? All the videos last year that come out of them harassing the Commanders fans leaving the stadium. It's sad. It's sad. Stealing their hats off their heads, bugging them when they're just minding their business, walking down the street. It's sad. It's all they got going for them. You could tell. The St. Louis kid. Yo, Krabs just tuned in. So I might have missed it. Are we fading Joey Chestnut? Don't mind if I do.
There's a comment that'll make you happy.
Don't mind if I do. Yes. We are going to be fading Joey. Now.
Oh, look at CFL tucked away up there.
Sure. Now, I do recommend, obviously, getting involved with this square, please. All jokes aside. So take this in a side piece. You could take this with Jack Caglione. Honestly, today, I'm going to do this. I'm going to take this. Obviously, I can't put a ton on it, but I'm going to take these 2 squares together in a 2-piece.
Let's go.
Right here. Now, I do want to fade Joey overall. We can try to hit the middle here. right? And obviously, it's a pretty big middle. Joey Chestnut. You're telling me this guy's going out there eating 72 dogs in the summer heat at this point of his career? We can't sit around here and act like he's still in his prime, no? We can't. Now, does it worry me a little bit that it got bumped up? Yeah, it does. But Snowman was talking about it a little bit with me when he came on the Surge stream yesterday. He's like, of course it's moving up. You think people are taking the less than on that? It's going to be strictly based off of volume. And he's probably not wrong. They probably even thought, you know what, we're going to set it a little bit lower and move it up throughout the week. Wouldn't be shocked. And now it's been holding firm at 71.25.
You got any?
I will have coins on the less than.
Any nugs you've discovered or uncovered about the chews per minute updates, or the dunk speed, or how he's looking in practice? Or
yeah, I haven't seen much. I haven't heard much. He's kind of moving in silence.
That honestly scares me.
Yeah, this one could be personal, right? I need to watch this. I saw a clip
on PMT.
I saw a clip of Merrill Kelly talking about the KBO.
I saw that, yeah.
I guess they smoke cigs. The starting pitcher will smoke a cig after the 5th inning. That's insane. Yeah.
They have a break for the whole team, he was saying, in the 5th.
That is absurd.
Crazy.
Those guys
Gallon was on that too.
During the game? I know, we got to listen to that.
Yeah.
A legitimate smoke break mid-game, folks.
Love fading Gallon, but I also he's not as much fun to root against as Manoah was, because Gallon's actually not an asshole. Kind of in on that.
Yeah, he said all the Koreans rip cigs. I mean, yeah. I feel like we already knew that, but did I know that they're legitimately taking 5 minutes in the middle of the game to smoke a cig mid-game? No, that actually was pretty crazy to hear. I'm not gonna lie. In 2025, like that's some shit that like Babe Ruth did in the late 1800s, right?
No shot.
You guys are about to fucking learn. Let's go.
Dude, please, Junior.
Come on, chat.
Please get in there, Junior.
Come on, chat.
I need Junior in it so bad, Krabs. This is literally perfect. MLB is about to actually, if everybody goes in and they invite the right people, have an actual plan to market their young stars.
First off, it's time to have those conversations. It is.
It's up there.
It is. Yep. Look at these guys. He's up there with them, with the goods. So that's first things first right there. This is going to be good. James Wood confirmed. Going to the fucking Derby. Let's go, Chad. Are people splooging? What the? And that's not Twitter for you. So toxic. So toxic. Come on. Let's go, James. Let's go, James. Chestnut said in his interview, perfect conditions for him. Partly cloudy, not too sunny, slight humidity for the buns. Said if he's on 50 dogs by the 5-minute mark, he will go for the records.
Oh, boy.
I'll be honest. I think I've seen Joey Chestnut's best. I think it was 5 years ago when he got 76 dogs. I don't think we're getting better than that. I don't think we're breaking that records. And you know what? He's saying the right things. I'm sure he's doing the right things, but we can't act like this guy sat out last year for the money. I'll say it. He did.
He held out.
He sat out for the money. He held out. Yep. Me guy move. Tough for me to back him. You think he'll have luck on his side? Probably not. Look, I'm happy he's making a return. And he deserves his coins. Guy's a fucking legend. But I will be on the less than. And I'll tell you right now, just like I was talking about earlier, way better chance that shit hits than the more than. Just like every square or every play on the books in any scenario. I'm not talking 90% to 10%. I'm talking 55-45. And people make a living off those numbers.
Hot dog.
Put yourself in a position to win. Yeah, literally a lockout last year. People forget that. I'll go there. Me guy move.
Hot dog lockout.
Dude had to start a fucking hot dog union just to get back in that puppy. Yep.
Yeah,
Crazy.
what if he's post lockout or post holdout Le'Veon Bell after this?
Well, I'm willing to roll the dice and find out. I'm willing to pay
I
the
know,
play.
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that would be good.
Yep.
Le'Veon Bell was immediately nuck.
I'm willing to pay to play. Yep. I've watched James Wood get intentionally walked 4 times in one game. You know he's never got intentionally walked 4 times in one game? Yep. Yep. Never has. Might never. Because the guy in clutch moments, you don't need to walk him. Throw it right down the cock van. He's not hitting that shit. Aaron Judge's biggest enemy is himself. And me. 1A, 1B.
I don't know that Aaron Judge, enemy wise, is getting himself over you.
Yeah, he might be 1B.
Yeah.
Okay. Jovan and Krabs, boots on ground for the Mets and Brew Crew tonight. What's the play? We'd love to talk about a couple games here before we get to the squad ride poll. Esteury Ruiz called up by the Dodgers. He's about to be prime Ichiro. Is he going to play thirds? I thought he's an outfielder. Huh?
I guess he plays center a little bit, but can also play short. I don't know where they're going to put him.
Well, I know a guy who plays every position in the infield and the outfield who's just been waiting, marinating in the minors for the Dodgers. They don't have the sack to call him up, though.
Austin Puckett.
Would love to see him get a shot. Dude gets on base. He could literally be their next Chris Taylor, bro. Plays everywhere, gets on base. You put him in the 9 hole. He's like a second leadoff guy. Takes a bunch of pitches. He passes the eye test up there at the dish. He has good at-bats. It's sad, man. Would love to see him get a shot. He's on the one team where it makes it so difficult to get a shot. So difficult. Shout out the Marlins. Jovan, looks like we should have taken them.
Yep.
Shit.
After yesterday, baseball gods would probably not let them lose this game.
Probably not. We'll see if they can hold on. Also, shout out Money Habits for coming in resubbing 3 minutes ago. You're him.
Good Money Habits.
All right. Let's talk about the Mets game real quick. I believe somebody asked about that one. So what am I nuking? Maybe the Sharp report we just talked about for 45 minutes. Jovan, Brew Crew or the Mets? Quintana, Peterson. Why do I want to square up and take the square under in this game? Maybe it's because there's 2 starting pitchers who just every time I fade them, I lose coins.
Yeah, I was going to say it's square, but it's also fighting the urge to fade both of these pitchers, which is extremely common. So it's not square in our brains necessarily. It's kind of the opposite.
Yeah. Quintana's got that 5.5 hits allowed square that makes me feel like he's not going to get destroyed. His fantasy score is not, that high though, but it's going to be a hair lower against this Mets lineup, whether they're hitting great or not. Then you go look at David Peterson. David Peterson's got a 30 fantasy score after 3 atrocious starts in a row. You can't take his less than on his earned runs allowed. Peterson squares make it seem like he might pitch okay today. I would go
2.5 demon earned runs after 5 in each of his last 2 starts.
Good call. Give me the Mets. Give me the under. If you want to lay some juice, take the Mets ML. Probably like that a hair better. If you don't, take the under in the game. It's Quintana. He's going to go out there and do a job. Brewers bullpen's always decent. And I think Peterson has a bounce back start. Okay? All right. Sure, you talked about it, Krabs. What do you think about Elder pitches? Do I think Elder pitches well today? Yep. And guys, remember, if you did miss the beginning of the show, it's okay. I know you guys got shit going on. I'm not expecting you guys to be here for an hour and a half every second of life. I get it. Although you better be there most days. You can always go back and rewatch on the YouTube. People forget that. You can go back. You can rewind on the YouTube. If you miss something, you can go back. You can pause on the YouTube. It's kind of cool. It's an underrated feature. Okay? So if you're, missing something, you got work, your corp, you can't tune in for all BTL. If you come in and say, what are we nuking today? And maybe you missed a little bit of the show, you can go back and rewatch on the YouTube. It's okay. All right? It helps us out as well. It gives us a viewer on YouTube. We love that shit. All right?
Love that.
Dubs. All right, Mets and the end. Any other games you guys want us to talk about? One play late night over in LA. We could talk about that. Well, the total's down to 8.5 some places. I guess 9.5 others. What is the consensus total? It's sitting at 9 after it opened up at 9.5. Jovan, do you have any inkling or any desire to fade Savali and Dustin May?
Not really, because the most obvious spots to fade Savali, it just never tends to end up well, no matter what uniform he's in. And obviously, this is another one. Dodgers are in a lick back spot, even though they won. Obviously, they didn't look good. The offense didn't for a majority of last night. Didn't cover, obviously, which was rat meat for all the -1.5 bettors out there. And Savali loves to give him some Turks and some hard hit fly balls. But that's what I've learned over the past couple of years. No matter if he's a Red, no matter if he's a Brewer, no matter if he's a White Sox, no matter if he's anything else, it all matches up to fade Savali. Typically does not work out well for everybody doing it. So I'm good. If he does Turks, does Turks.
All right. If you missed it, Nat's first 5 was a nuke. I wouldn't say nuke, Bookie Robber, but I appreciate you getting involved. That was one of the plays for my straight bets. Okay. Let's take a peep at some of these other games. Are there any that we haven't mentioned yet today? I guess the Giants and the fucking Snakes, right?
Yeah, that game's tough.
Robbie Ray and Brandon Pfaadt.
Yeah.
You got Robbie Ray. Yeah, it's a tough spot. Robbie Ray, lucky as hell. Lucky as hell. One of the luckiest pitchers in baseball. Brandon Pfaadt, you could say the opposite. But he's starting to lock in a little bit. He's had some decent outings in his last couple. He's got that 2.5 run runs allowed square that does not make me think he's going to go out there and throw a fucking gem piece tonight. But I would certainly lean Arizona. But again, this is baseball, and fading Robbie Ray just does not work. So I won't be doing it. Do I lean Arizona? Yeah, I do lean Arizona. But I'm certainly not fading Robbie Ray. Again, there's a couple guys every year you just can't fade. It's going to look sharp every time. You're going to lose all your coins. Don't do it. Robbie Ray, I don't know what the fuck he did in the offseason, but this guy has luck on his side. Maybe he made a fucking deal with the devil. I don't know. He's lucky as shit. It might not change, guys. It might not change. Every year there's guys like this. And right now it's him. And then Brandon Pfaadt, you're catching the fallen knife every time you back that guy, respectfully. You are.
Right now, I guess. He's been
okay right now, yeah.
It's weird because his starts are so deceiving because he has a little bit of a contact problem when he does give it up. So, like, he'll have all these good starts or 3 good innings, 3-run nuke or something like that. And then his start on paper looks a lot worse than it was, or like vice versa. He's had starts more than a couple weeks ago where he's having like horrible starts, but he's still getting the results. So, like, he's an odd guy right now. My gut tells me he still pitches pretty well today, but with the state of, I guess, both bullpens, but the Giants, the D-backs bullpen is worse than the Giants. Wow, Matt Wallner. Shout out Wallner. The Giants bullpen used pretty much every arm yesterday. The D-backs bullpen is bad whether they're taxed or not. This game feels like it was just AIDS to sweat yesterday once we got into extra innings. This one might be worse once the starters leave.
Yep. I'm with you. Shocker, we got a Giants fan getting pissed off and triggered when I'm chirping the luckiest pitcher in baseball this season. Make that clear. Robbie Ray, luckiest pitcher in baseball in 2025 when he won the Cy Young when I was in diapers on the Mariners a couple years ago. He was actually pretty good. But if you actually check the numbers, he's the luckiest pitcher in baseball this season. If you watch the games, he's the luckiest pitcher in baseball this season. Don't get butthurt when I'm talking about facts. Okay? Even if it involves your own team.
One of the higher strand rates in baseball, which is quite literally factored into luck. So, I mean, he's been good, but there's numbers like that tend to always come around at some point.
Some guys like Quintana goes on for years. That son of a gun. Took me a while to learn. It's crazy. He's still doing it.
Yeah. Guys like that where they have like soft contact's a part of their thing. It's a little more sustainable, and you can see it year after year. But the guys that are like heavy strikeout stuff, control issues, hard contact issues at times, those will bite you in the ass at some point. And they have.
Yep. Agreed. All right. Let's move. Let's groove. Chat was asking for a BTL Fugazi. Trent was asking for a BTL Fugazi. Do you want to craft up a BTL Fugazi?
I mean, what MLs do we have here? So I don't know that we have many.
Well, I guess you could start with your Yankees ML, though I don't love it, but it's on your sharp report, so I respect it.
I know you don't love it. That's why
I respect it, though. I do.
Yeah.
So maybe it's a Yankees money line.
Maybe we just craft a leg and say, let's not play Trent's game with a Fugazi.
Mets. I mean, I don't even want to waste time doing it, but if he's asking for it, I was trying to be nice.
I know.
You know?
I was just saying maybe we say fuck the MLs. Just give our couple best plays in there. Don't need to stick to his formula.
Let's see what happens if I start clicking buttons. Is it going to fuck everything up on Pickett Pro? Hold on. Let me see. Because we do have the Mets, who we just talked about, who I like.
Yeah.
Yankees, Mets.
New York.
What else? Think the Mariners win?
I really don't, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it kind of seems forced. I'm not going to lie.
Super forced.
Kind of seems forced. Okay. Well, I think we'll probably call it quits on the Fugazi and try to craft up a squad ride W. It's what we do best.
Sure.
Okay. Let me get a poll up and moving here. Yeah, Matt Wallner hit a nuke. Crazy, I know. He's fucking him.
Matt Wallner.
All right, new poll. BTL squad rides. What are we rocking with today, bro?
Whoa, Krabs.
Sorry, we don't have goods. Jovan, do me a favor. Run that shit. I'm trying to see that train. Sure. Hold me accountable.
Can't have a poll without that.
Hold me accountable. I appreciate you. All right. I think we got to go. I think we go Yankees, Blue Jays, first 5 under 4.5.
Sure. And on that.
I think we go Angels, Braves, first 5 under 5.
Krabs Forum. Love this.
I think we go Royals, Mariners over.
Let's go.
I mean, I know you like the Yankees and the Guardians. Obviously, you put them in the sharp report, but
I'm not going to force
sleep
the
at night if
Yankees
it's not in here?
No.
Okay.
I'll sleep just fine. These.
Okay. Let's run it. Let's go 3 plays, 3 winners. Okay. Krabs been lacking on the previews too after the countdown before the intro. Like the weekend previews.
No, we didn't do there's no cold open because we were StreamYard.
We're in StreamYard right now. We don't have Goots.
Yeah.
Goots is off today. Much deserved off day. So, Ron, I hope you have a great weekend as well. I hope you guys all have a great holiday. Okay. I hope you guys enjoy yourself. I hope you guys be safe. Hope you get to spend some time with friends, family, whatever you like doing. Take some time to do it this weekend. Do it responsibly. Have a great time. And hopefully you can make some coins while doing it. Okay? I do. Even the trolls in the chat, I hope you guys have a decent weekend. Maybe not great, but decent. Okay.
Whip up some dogs. Maybe do the
hit the
999 challenge at home.
Hit the grill. Hit the fucking grill.
Dollar dog night last night in Texas, Krabs.
Gross.
The dogs were good. They did the job.
Gross.
They weren't
Bro,
the
they're
slimy
fucking-
gray ones that you
I don't know,
tried to
man.
do challenge with.
Feel like I'm getting bamboozled. Over here. Who are you taking for the All-Star game, Ron? I always ride with the younger squads. I forget what you said on Surge the other day. I feel like it was the West. Was it the West? It's got to be it. I got a phone call. Did we get a BTL Fugazi? Unfortunately not. We're not going to force cake. Because if that ends up, hitting, we won't hear anything about it. If it ends up losing, we're going to end up getting chirped on Twitter. So we're not going to force a losing BTL Fugazi. We're going to do a squad rides. We're going to do what we do best. We're going to preach responsibility. And we're going to give you guys one play, one winner for tonight. That's how we win.
Just drop some.
That's how we win.
Man.
Yeah, I don't have time for Trent right now. I don't. 3 plays, 3 winners. I am voting for the Yankees and Blue Jays first 5 under, although I really like all 3 of these plays. I was thinking about putting that Royals Mariners over in my sharp report. I was very delighted to see that puppy in there. Okay. It doesn't have to be an official Fugazi, man. Just tell me 4 teams that are winning. Okay.
Yankees are winning. Guardians are winning. Mets are winning. Who's number 4?
It's when it gets weird.
I mean, he's going to put the Dodgers in there. He's going to put them in no matter what.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of like some of Dustin May's squares up there on Prize Picks too. It makes it seem like he's going to pitch all right. I would recommend Nats first 5 ML and just make it a, sharp report format. Although I believe the Mets were not in the sharp report, but it's just the play that we talked about that we actually liked.
Yeah.
Right? I would go Nats first 5 in there, but I know a lot of times you can't parlay first 5, and I know he's probably putting the Dodgers in there no matter what. So, yeah, that's a pretty decent sounding Fugazi. Okay?
Could be worse.
And looks like we got the Yankees and Blue Jays first 5 under 4.5. You said you like Yankees, Blue Jays under. Yep, that's my favorite play today. Knock on wood. Let's hope we're all meeting at the fucking cash counter. Knock on James Wood. Shout out James Wood for getting some respects. Let's go, dudes.
James fucking
in the home run derby. 500 to win 4K. Yep, sure.
Need Junior in there.
Would love to see your guy Junior in that puppy.
He said he was interested if they'd ask. So let's see if they ask.
All right. Can you explain why you like the under? I'm late. No, you can go back and rewatch on the YouTube. The show's over. It's 2 p.m. Eastern. Hope you guys all have a great holiday. Have a great 4th. Again, be safe. Have some fun. And if you missed any of the show today, go back and rewatch on the YouTube and maybe think about dropping a like. Okay? Chad, I appreciate you guys. Jovan, have a great weekend. Okay?
Sure.
Catch you guys on Monday. Same time, same place. We'll be.
Peace.